guys, back again after a day's break. I know I didn't want to take a break yesterday, but to be honest, I couldn't work yesterday at all. I mean, I couldn't even turn on the screen of my computer. So yeah, कल कोई vlog नहीं आया था, but I know I didn't like it as well. I wanted to like continue the 30-day streak, but nonetheless, now maybe after the small hiccup, we can continue the 30-day challenge. So let me tell you what I did today. Today was particularly very interesting for me. I had the chance of going on a podcast, and to be very specific, it was Varun Duggi's podcast. It is called Take a Pause. You may have seen it on YouTube, and there are also reels on Instagram. It was quite an experience. I mean, to see the studio from inside and how the things are worked, because I went there an hour before the shoot actually began. So I could see how everything is set up and what all goes on before the shoot is actually done. So like the pre-production part of it. And I was also surprised to see the guest who was on the show. I can't tell you the guests right now because the show isn't public. Okay, yeah, so once the show is public, I can talk about that experience as well. But for now, yeah, today was quite exciting for me. I mean, to see a celebrity that close. Yeah. Now, talking about podcast, this rise in podcast culture over the years has made me wonder how the change from just an audio medium transformed into a audio visual medium. Because if you can remember, podcasts were a thing on Spotify, and Spotify was just a audio medium. I mean, you could hear what all was going on, but you couldn't actually see what is happening. For example, there were like crime podcasts on Spotify. You could hear the narration of the host, and also there was sound effects, specific sound effects that amplified the whole audio medium. I mean, without even seeing it, you could experience what it was like to be on that crime scene, even without the visuals of it. What you could make out of just using sounds and sound effects and various kinds of innovations in that arena was spectacular. And then the visual part of it came into place. I mean, if I just talk about India, there are many YouTubers who have gotten onto this culture. I mean, there is Ranveer Alabadia, there is a YouTube channel called Dostcast, there is Raj Shamani. I mean, to name a few of the top ones. Not that I follow each one, but I mean, even if I'm not following, then I still know who these guys are. Because that's the thing about this podcast culture, that one way or the other, you know these people or their names or their brand. And there's another podcast called The Untriggered. It is run by 4 friends, and they are like my age, so it caters to a much younger audience. And that's what podcast has gotten. It has gotten into subgenres and subcategories. It's good for every audience, has some of the other podcasts to listen to. And talking about podcast, I mean, even I have gotten into podcast. That's how popular podcast has got. So if you want to know more about the podcast that I have done, I'll link it in the I button above here. So I also work for another YouTube channel. It's called The Introverted Bubble. We had done 5 podcasts, and we had talked about various topics. And if you want to see how a low budget, I mean a zero budget podcast is, then you can see that. We have talked about Fight Club. We have talked about childhood TV shows. We have talked about Barbie and Oppenheimer. We have talked about social media and how it makes you feel lonely. Yeah, if you want to check it out, you can see that podcast. I hope that last hiccup was just once in a blue moon kind of a situation for me. So from tomorrow, I mean, we'll get back to our regular daily vlogs. So tell me in the comments below which podcasts you guys follow, and if you have any recommendations, please let me know. That was the vlog for today. An incredible day for me today, getting to see some incredible people. To all my subscribers, I mean, we'll keep hustling on. I'll keep posting daily. To anyone who's new to the channel, let me just inform you that I'm on a 30-day vlogging challenge. So like, I'll be uploading 30 days consecutively. If you like what I'm doing, you can subscribe to the channel. You can share it around with your friends if you think what I'm doing is of some good. You can like the video, comment. I mean, you know the drill. That's me for today. Peace.